Hi, everyone. My name is Brooklyn Calloway, co-owner of Next Chapter Social, and this
I'm
is
Angelyn
Angela,
Harrell. Yeah.
my business bestie, business partner. We have just been talking offline here, and we wanted to do a deep dive into what's working on our sides of the business. And as agency owners and social media managers, content managers for various business types, we think that it would be really helpful for you on the other side of the screen to know what we see and what we're doing that's actually getting results for our clients. We're going to start with influencer marketing, affiliate marketing, and then in our second session, that's going to be right after this video, Angelin is going to be doing a deep dive on personal and business brands and what she sees is working on their side. And I think what you'll see is it's very different on both sides of the coin here, but I think it's super insightful. So let's get started. All right, so first of all, we're just going to throw it all out there. Maximizing the work you're already doing is the name of the game on for influencer marketing. Influencers, this is just my experience with my clients, have clothing hanging on every door handle. They have to steam boxes and boxes of stuff. There is not enough time in the day or days in the week or weeks of the year to wear all the PR packages that they're getting. I know that Angeline is a influencer for perfume. And if you have ever been to her house, first of all, it smells amazing, but she has two full racks. She's going to need a third and a fourth and a fifth. She has to wear perfume to go to bed just to get to be able to wear it all.
That's
Okay.
right. Real estate. Real estate. Hours in
Real
the day are real estate.
yes. And then she reapplies. And I don't know if I have it. Do I have it? Yeah. She carries these little atomizers, by the way. I'm out of mine, but I do sniff it all the time. It's
Bring it and I'll refill it.
yes, it's a real thing. So she is an influencer, and I know that she's going to chime in with some of that side of the coin here, but maximizing the work you're already doing. It takes a lot of time and energy to wear something cute or find the right thing, film it, edit it, do the captions, the title, the all of that, link it to affiliate and then post it. And
hmm
here's the deal. The long and short of it is you're busy looking at this sack of boxes that's your to-do list. All the clothes that you still have to film, all the clothes you've already filmed, you're like, oh, I need to rewear that because the more people see it, the more likely they are to buy it. And they also have that visual buy-in because if I were to wear this next week, they're like, oh, okay, she's already worn that twice. I've seen her wear that. And first time I loved it.
Mm.
The second time I love it even more. I'm going to go ahead and buy it. But you've got all this new stuff to film. Never
hmm
mind the fact that you film it, you edit it, you post it, and then you're like, okay, that's done. On to the next thing. What they aren't doing is maximizing the content they're already creating because they don't have time or capacity to maximize that content because they already have to just film and get this new stuff edited before it dies on the vine. Because the clothes that we're wearing, it is such a timing and details are so important. And you don't have time because sometimes this might sell out and that brand might not order it again or manufacture it in that colorway again. It might go on sale. It might be about to sell, or it might be a brand deal that you have to prioritize because if you don't post it on time, you don't get paid. So, what I'm seeing on my end is clients, influencers that are successful influencers. They're making money, they have a lot of content, but they know at night, at the end of the day, that there's so much that they're leaving on the table. And what I want to deep dive into today in this little insightful session is just how much they're leaving on the table because I am doing this extra work. I am repackaging, repurposing, reimagining the content they're already doing. And then I'm posting it and sprinkling it all over the internet. And it is increasing their sales by 25%.
I think it's as from an influencer point of view, I can only imagine that they're thinking that they don't want this to be true, right? It almost feels a little overwhelming to think I'm leaving this on the table but it's going to require more effort from me to make this happen. And that feels daunting. So anyway, I'm super glad you're going to show us how to do it if the whoever wanted to take it on their own or work with a team, hire some help to help you get this because you're going to show how the payoff is. So this is amazing. Let's go.
Yes. Okay. So, first of all, what I want y'all to know how we manage it on the back end so you can see that this isn't actually creating any more work for you. The only thing I ask of the creators that come on board and join the roster is that they win, for instance, and I keep saying this, hello, this is just whatever my outfit is. So if I'm sitting there doing a face to camera about my stripes that go the wrong way and make me look a little bit chunky, okay? Well, I'd be the worst influencer ever. But let's say I'm talking about this. I'm going to do a face to camera, and then I'm going to take 3 to 5 pictures of myself in this outfit. Maybe some with my sunglasses on and my purse on my shoulder, some just plain, some sitting on the porch, maybe just 4 or 5 pictures just in my bedroom wherever I'm filming. It's fine. But we need imagery. We need to face the camera, and then we need the twirls, the wiggles, the flexing, where you're just walking towards the camera, smiling, turning around, maybe looking at your watch or whatever it is. The silent wiggles, something that can be set to trending audio. So you're still wearing that same outfit, but we just want you to get a checklist of stretching content. If
Okay.
this sweater is a big seller, then my team is going to see that in your analytics and we're going to post this 3 more times. But if we only have one video of you talking to
Mhm.
camera, then we have nothing new to share. Rhythm will suppress things if you're just resharing the exact same thing. Brock Johnson is say the same message, repurpose it, reshare it. This content needs to be new and
Mhm.
fresh because
It's
women,
timely. It's timely.
it is timely. Yeah. And we might have posted this 5 days ago, so we can't necessarily share that
Right.
reel 5 days later. Rock Johnson's share it once a month. We don't
Yeah.
have that luxury. So if you give us the folder of content, then it's like, okay, you're on vacation and you tell that tourist, oh, can you take a picture of us? We'll take a picture of you. And the tourist is taking the picture. Okay, let me get it this way. Okay, let me scoot up. Okay, everybody say Italy. And you've got now all of a sudden you look at your camera and you've got 100 different pictures to choose from.
Yeah.
We want that. Okay, we want that. Some of those might not ever see the light of day. That's the truth of it. But you never have to jump behind the camera again in that outfit because we have enough to stretch the dough. And
Hmm.
stretching the dough is the an acronym is the STD, okay? And we want to spread that all over the internet, okay? We want to spread your STDs all over the internet.
Oh Lord, only you.
Yes, but it's memorable and you're going to remember that. So
Hmm.
repackaging, repurposing that content is extremely time consuming. It's tedious. It's not like the work of the Lord. It's not hard. It's not
But
earth
it's
shattering.
simple. It's simple, right?
Yes, but it at some point creators outgrow their capacity. And that outgrowing your capacity is costing you. It's called an opportunity cost. And I talk about this in one of our reels, which I don't even know if at the time that this airs, if that has been posted yet, but you can go back over there to our Instagram and see that. But that is an opportunity cost. And at the end of the day, I think that it's not only costing you money, but it's costing you peace of mind because I'll let you speak to this. After all of our Monday morning CEO meetings, all the things that we're doing for our clients, and you are in the mode of I'm posting my reel. I got it on LTK. I got a reel on LTK. I got a reel on Instagram. I did my job. You're leaving money on the table.
For sure.
What does that feel like to you from financially? What would that mean to you, do you think, if you could expand your capacity? What are your thoughts on that?
That's a really good point. It's frustrating because I do know there's opportunities that could be added to my content and more exposure and just LTK specifically. Like they say, the more you post on LTK, the more the algorithm's going to favor you and brands are going to find you and audiences are going to find you and shop with you. And it's very frustrating that like I just can't do more. Just period. Yeah, for
Right.
sure. I don't even know financially what it would my content's a little different than the fashion influencers. So I can only imagine. I'm not nearly as financially lucrative in my content as they are. So gosh, I think it would very much stress me out as a fashion influencer.
Yeah. And maybe someday when we have a smorgasbord of 50 people on our staff and we're no
Yeah.
longer like doing some of the content, everybody else is doing it. Maybe you could dip your toe into the fashion influencer because you need an outfit with your perfume. You can't just be,
Are you planting that seed? Okay.
I'm just planting that seed because I think that you'd be really good at it. Okay. So you just touched on that LTK. The top 50 out of 300 plus thousand creators on LTK, the top 50, they have one thing in common, and that's that they all post at least 10 times a day on LTK. 10 times a day. That's not 10 times, 10 reels that you filmed. That's
Hmm.
maybe one reel in the morning, one reel in the afternoon, and STDs in between. And what I mean by the STDs, just to reiterate that, is stretched dough from those folders with all the other stuff from days before of things that are making dollars. My mom says if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. So we only repost things that are making dollars because that makes sense. And influencers don't have time to look at their analytics. They might say, oh my gosh, that reel did so great. And that's about the end of it because they're on to the next thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So one of our clients, Angela, which I always call Angeline and vice versa, naturally, she has been posting about the viral Aritzia pants. And I don't know if you've seen them online, but they come in different colors. And because we noticed that those are selling a lot, we can say, hey, you really need to wear those more often. And we can stretch the dough with the stuff that's in her folders into collages we call outfit closers. So when we stretch the dough, we take snips of their flexing of her just being silent and moving, and we put it to a trending audio and we repost that somewhere a couple of days later. And then we share that and close the loop from LTK. We share it back to Instagram stories. We also do a context graphic, which means we might put a photo of an airport with luggage. And then we have her standing there in one of her images in those Aritzia pants, and then all of her little other pieces of outfit. And we say the perfect travel outfit for this summer. And so we change the context and we use keywords that are trending on LTK because we have the capacity to pay attention to that. And so while she's on to the next reel, we're going back and posting 8 more times that day of stuff
Yeah.
from the past that was working. And it's also something worth noting. 3 of my clients are now doing this. In stories, I don't know if you've noticed that people are saying comment shop. It was a big darn deal that stories are the only place where you can put a link sticker. The
Mhm.
link is sitting right by your face and you just click it, off to the website to go buy the thing. There's 2 things that are happening. We are using comment shop in stories now because instead of the link sticker, comment shop people are having to comment and it's increasing their engagement. And when people engage through the messaging in stories, that is golden engagement because not only is it does it take more effort, but it's your hottest, warmest market that already knows you engaging with that content. And it's making your stories get seen more. From
Mhm.
the week of 5/17 to the week of 5/14, my client, we were just putting link stickers. She had 92 views on her LTK post on Monday of the week of 5/17. By the next week, on the Monday of week 5/24, she had 1,900 views on an LTK post. Same day, 1 week apart. The only change is we used comment shop instead of a link sticker.
So it goes back to the DM. They have to check their DM to get the link. So it's a little more steps, but it helps you with the algorithm so much more.
Yes. And Angela specifically, she was not doing this. So we implemented this. When I learned this with another client that had come on with us and she was using comment shop in her stories, I'm like, what are you doing, girl? Don't have to do all that work. You just put the link sticker right there. She goes, no, I was doing that, but you will not believe my sales went up so much. So I was like, all right, I stand corrected. Let's try this. And we did. And it was
Wow.
92 to 1900. I don't even know what percentage that increase that is. And that was across the board and it's never gone down. It's
That's
only,
amazing.
yes. The other thing that we've noticed with Angela by implementing that on a new account that had never done that before is that we realize that people are commenting shop in stories because at the time that they're watching the stories, they want to keep watching stories. They don't want to stop and go over to that other website. Takes you off of Instagram. And you were on a roll binge watching stories.
That's a good point.
Yeah, so commenting shop saves it for later. Once you're
Hmm.
done doom scrolling, you can
Go and
go
shop.
shop. So that's that is where I think the behavior of that type of viewer or follower is different than a
Mhm.
business brand.
Oh, for
So,
sure.
and we
Yeah.
might touch on that in the next one, I'm not sure. But let's talk about those collages for a second and just how we get to that. Every week we go into the folder and it's all these little folders, and each folder represents one kind of reel or post on Instagram. It might be the content for a carousel, it might be the content for a reel, it might be a brand deal, whatever it is. But it's they upload that content into our master Google Drive, and each reel is a file and it's named a certain way. You can see priority 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's a whole system to it, but it's super easy. We take all that content, we watch it all. We go to the analytics in your account and we see what's trending. We go to Instagram to see which posts are performing well, just from an engagement perspective. And then we prioritize stretching the dough based on analytics, sales, and engagement. And then we take that content and we post 10 times a day on Instagram, 7 days a week. So that's 70 posts. But not only do we take those posts, but some things are just simply a little clip of you wiggling trending audio. But others are an actual collage of an image of you, the outfit over here, maybe some words about where you would wear that, the sizing that you're wearing, is it true to size, stuff like that. But then we have something called an outfit closer, where it's a video of you wiggling or twirling, flexing, whatever you want to call that, and it comes up on screen and it answers, what size is it? How does it feel? What are the best attributes of it? And where would you wear that? Because we call that the outfit closer, because we don't have the luxury of talking to the person that's about to buy that and answering the questions that are naturally going on in their brain. I took
Hmm.
Claude or Chat and I was like, what are the things that women ask themselves before buying something when they're at the department store? They're trying it on to see if it fits. They're seeing whether or not they can move or sit down in it. Is it comfortable? And is it appropriate for wherever they're buying that outfit to go? And if we can answer those questions in the dressing room, then they're more apt to purchase because we have eliminated all of the objections. And that outfit closer is a video. And the other one is a video. And our collages are animated into a video because MP4s are across the board, whether it's Facebook, Pinterest, LTK, or Instagram. Video is king. It's prioritized by the algorithm. And on LTK, they have something called style drops. And as long as it's a 3 second or more video, it will show up in those style drops, where it's nothing more than an LTK story. It's like an Instagram story, but it's on LTKs, and they couldn't call them stories, so they call them style drops. So as long as it's a video, it will show up there to all your followers. So being strategic about the dough that we stretch, the way that we repackage it, the time that we repost it, and the platforms where we repost it in the background while our creators are creating. And they're all not only experiencing a 25% increase in funds, but they're also experiencing probably a 25% increase in sleep. Because they're
Right.
like, I can sleep. I feel so good. Everybody else is worrying about all that. And it's not increasing the workload on them, other than they have to now upload that content from their phone into our Google Drive so that our team can mess with it.
Yeah. Amazing. 25%. Think about when you're earning $20,000 a month, 25% is a huge chunk.
Yeah.
So,
And our client, exactly. I'm glad you brought that up, because our client came to us making about 7,000, and that's in gross commission for a 7 day running period. That's
oh,
not
for
what
in 1 week.
in 1 week. So when you
Okay.
see, okay, what have you made these 7 days? It has a running total there. Hers was
Okay.
hovering around 7,000 a week, which is 28,000 a month. We did that math.
Yes.
7 times 4. I'm like, what is that? Uh, 28,000 a month. Okay, roughly. This is just one of
Mhm.
our clients. We increased her sales gross over the course of our first 4 weeks by $5,500. That is essentially that very first month that we were with her, that was about an 18% increase. But again, that's our first month. There's lots of bumps during that first month. We're getting to know each other. We might not have all the content, all of those things. So conservatively, we are on track for 25% this month. And we're experiencing that with all of our other clients as well. That's just the one that I picked to have the numbers.
Wow. Incredible.
Yeah.
Stretch the damn dough.
Stretch, stretch the damn dough. And if you don't have the capacity to do that, call us.
Yeah. Thanks, Brooklyn.
You're welcome.